what you gonna do when the theme park maniacs run wild on you, brother?
Arms up, everybody on the street, put your arms up, arms up, arms up, arms up, arms up, arms up. Put down after they say it.
We're at the safari, there's no line whatsoever, I'm loving it. You don't see this often. Wow. Oh, Donnie!
Are you excited to go on safari?
Yeah!
Look at that sound. My name is Eric. I'll be your tour guide today. Miss Macy is hanging out with us, and of course we've got Donnie, your driver. Now you guys are all buckled in for safety. Please remain seated for the duration. We ask our animals go up to the truck to say hello that you do not reach out and touch them. I repeat, do not reach out and touch them. Sorry, funny faces. I don't even know where I was going. Please don't reach out and touch the animals. Now, is this anybody's first time on safari?
Yeah, right here.
Yeah? Woohoo! We're gonna have a good time then.
It's my fourth time.
Which guy's off and out? Yeah? Start off over right here, right side. Say hello to Bob for me.
Bob! I like your shirt!
Have a good look out because we've got lots of little baby animals that were born quite recently. Let's see if we can find it.
There's a couple
Stacey,
babies.
do you see any over there? Oh, there's a little baby Oodad laying right there on the road. Oh, how cute.
I like
You've
your
got
shirt.
Oodad over there on your left side. So the smaller
Oodad.
guys that you see are there are the black buck. You'll see some Oodads and black bucks as we go on a little bit further. So we won't talk about them just yet. We are also going to come up to our llamas.
I see.
We've got 3 baby llamas. Now, does anybody know what a llama does when they're mad? Spit. That spit is very sneaky and it will stain your clothes. I can tell you from experience. I got spit on by a llama named Prince Charming. Ironic, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We are heading into the Americas now. We're going to see a lot of cool animals from North and South America. Oh, let's see what we can find today. Awesome. Donnie's going to take us closer to some of those animals so you guys get a good view at them. Now, what are these large animals called on either side of the truck?
Who's milking?
Not buffalo. Bison. Very good. Now, keep your eyes peeled. Baby bison are going to be an orange color. Now, baby bison are orange because it helps them blend into their environment where they come from. Now, out west, the dirt is very, very orange colored. Now, bison used to number in the 200 millions, but due to western expansion and hunting, their numbers got down to just a few hundred. Thankfully, with lots of conservation efforts all around the world, there are over 350,000 of them roaming free again. Excellent. See? And their numbers are growing. Now, bison weigh in at about 2,200 pounds as an adult. It's very hard to tell the males from the female because they both have those horns. But males are much larger and have fuller, shaggier faces. It looks like they might be trying to close up shop, so it looks like they're driving the animals that way, which is no good for me, because there's not much to talk about.
Ah,
So let's see what we can find.
me. You talk about me.
Oh, it's like, is there like a cricket or a bird or something? It's so western. Well, one animal that never fails us is the Canada goose.
And the white
Here
one.
they are.
Yes,
Oh,
battle.
and we're going to see some very large birds as we get up a little bit further. These guys are the rhea. We're going to come from South America here in the Amazon jungle. Now, I know we've only got a few ladies on the truck, but I'm sure you ladies are going to appreciate this. It is actually the job of the male rhea to take care of the nest. When those chicks hatch, it is also his job to take care of the chicks. So that leaves the ladies with not much to worry about except for strutting their stuff and finding new boyfriends.
Wow.
Species.
Wow.
Those males will sit on those eggs so religiously for about 40 days straight. Now, they're such good dads that last year I watched a male emu roll his egg into another emu's nest, and he sat on it still. I know, daddy of the year. But I like mama's plan. Alright, guys, we are getting ready to head into Africa, so we're going to jump over my big old ocean over here.
Oh, heavens.
Hope you guys all brought your passports, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
Now, I actually had the pleasure of studying abroad in Africa for about 4 months, and while I was there, I did pick up some Swahili. Would you guys like to learn a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah? Can you guys say Jambo?
Jumbo.
Jambo means hello. Can you say Habari? Habari means how are you? And in response, you say Insuri Sana. So if I say Habari, you say Insuri Sana. Well, I'm glad you guys are having a good day since I didn't teach you how to have a bad one. Now, here in Africa, you're going to see some of the world's largest animals. Starting off with the world's largest bird, the ostrich. Now, ostrich weigh in at about 300 pounds. Although they are quite large, they're actually very fast, being the second fastest land animal, only behind that of the cheetah. They can coast at about 35 miles per hour and get up to speeds of 45 at a peak run. Now you can tell the males from the females, because the males will have those black feathers with white wingtips, and the females will be a dusty gray-brown color. Now those female ostrich do produce the largest eggs in the entire world. They're about this big around and weighing at 3.5 pounds. Don't tell mama ostrich, but they are completely edible. You can actually purchase them at Whole Foods for about $40 a piece.
They good.
That's hot.
It's like, what's up, truck?
Yeah,
Now,
really.
keep in mind, if you guys are going to rush out and buy an ostrich egg, it takes about 2.5 hours to boil that egg. If you guys like omelets like I do, I hope you have a sturdy hammer because you can stand on that egg without it busting. Yep, because males are about 300 pounds, they sit on those eggs. Now, speaking of big and gray, over here to your left side, you're going to see our herd of elephants. Now, these ladies have been here since 1974 when the safari first opened. So if you guys drove your car through, these are very same ladies. That puts them up into their late 40s, which is only about halfway through their lifespan of over 80 years. Now, this is a matriarch group, meaning it is all females, and Miss Lucy keeps them in line. Almost quite literally, she'll actually line her ladies up at the fence, very much like she has done now. Now, she'll be the one that leads them back to their nighttime enclosure. Now, does anybody want to take a guess at how many pounds an elephant weighs?
1,200.
About 14,000 pounds.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
They'll eat about 300 pounds in a day, and they wash that down with 60 gallons of water. Now, another big and gray over here. We've got our white rhinos. Now, I know they are indeed gray, but they are named white rhinos. Oops, sorry. Thank you. Alright, guys, so we've got our rhinos over here. They are white rhinos. They got their name due to a language barrier. When the settlers first went over to Africa, they asked, what kind of rhino is that? And they replied with a white rhino, talking about the shape of its, or white rhino, talking about the shape of its lips. They thought they were saying white and wide, very close together. So these guys are known as the white rhinos, and the ones with the pointy lips are known as the black rhinos, even though they are all gray. All of them are critically endangered. Now over here to the left, or sorry, your right side, you're going to see my favorite animal here on safari, the black guy right there, is a sable antelope. Now the reason he's my favorite is he's an excellent protector. Most of these animals in the wild would actually run away from danger, but that guy will actually charge a lion in order to keep his family safe. There are reports of sable antelope dealing fatal blows to lions out in the wild. I think that's pretty awesome. Now over here, also to your right side, you'll have our water buffalo. Their names are Princess Leia and Wanda. They will spend most of their time submerged in the water, only coming out to graze and to sleep. Now, because they are water buffalo, they spend so much time in the water, it can be quite problematic. Because Africa has a dry season that lasts up to 6 months out of the entire year. Now, during that time, no rain will fall, and all the watering holes usually dry up. Now, before we get around to our zebra, what color do you guys think zebra are?
White.
Green.
Not pink. Pink is completely wrong.
Green.
They're black?
White with black stripes? Okay, I'll let you guys figure that out as you guys get a little bit closer. So as we get closer, those stripes are actually used to help them camouflage. Now those stripes actually help them blend into each other, not their surroundings. So it's very hard to figure out where one of them starts and the other one ends. Now, do you guys see it yet?
They're brown.
Brown, very good. They're indeed white with brown stripes.
I like the bird.
Now, I will give $1 to anybody who can tell me what our herd of zebra is called.
Zebra.
Nope. They're actually called a dazzle.
Dazzle?
Isn't a dazzle? Isn't that fantastic? I love a dazzle. Now, these stripes are very unique to them because they all have their own stripe pattern. It's actually the way the mama figures out which one is her baby. We do have 3 little zebra babies that were born quite recently, I believe within the last 2 or 3 weeks.
I want one.
As we go by, we're going to see Chris. Chris is a grumpy Bills, so I like to make my trucks be really obnoxious and say hi to them really loudly. So, when we go through, make sure you guys have
Hi, Chris! I like your shirt!
See? Grumpy's just straight face. Grumpy Gills. Now here in our wild plains, you guys see a lot of different species. It looks like from my perspective, they're all going to be mixed together. Now the largest you're going to see are going to be the common eland, the largest antelope species in Africa.
Oh,
Now don't let that large size fool you. They're actually excellent jumpers.
Oh.
They can jump up to 6 feet in
Come
the
on.
air to get away from predators.
he's big.
Now both males and females will have those horns on top of their head. The horns the males use them to get their ladies. The ladies use them to protect their babies.
Oh my God.
Now once again, we're going to come into lots of different species. Well, what do we see right there displayed for us, nice and pretty? A peacock! Now is that a boy or a girl?
Yes.
Boy, very good. The boys do have those beautiful feathers in order to woo the ladies. Now, unfortunately, we don't have any peahens here, so they do like to display for the trucks, and it makes me feel very pretty. Now, these peacocks are actually used over in India to be guard dogs. Let's see if I can get them to respond back to me. Ah! Is that gonna do it? Ah! Ow! A lot of times they will actually respond back to you because they're very territorial. Ow! Yeah, so over in India, where they're from, they're used as guard dogs because when somebody comes into their territory or their home, they'll make that obnoxious ah sound. That actually triggers them to tell their owners that there's somebody that shouldn't be there. Now, over to your right as well, you'll see our ellipsis water buck. They actually have a circle right there on their tushies. That's where they get their name ellipsis from. The other part of their name is water buck, so they do like to be right near the water.
And
what
Mickey's.
happens to us when we get in the water? We stay there too long. We get pruny, right? Those guys never get pruny because they actually secrete an oil from the skin that makes them waterproof.
What about the geese?
More geese.
I need to know about the geese.
Alright, we will be having some giraffe crossing. Ow! Remember? Oh! He's the one that did it for me earlier.
His head went like
I
that.
refuse to do it. Fine. Just make me look silly. Whatever.
Fine, do that.
We will be having a giraffe crossing here. Please do not reach out and touch them, I beg of you. Now, does anybody know how tall a giraffe stands?
18 feet.
About 18 feet tall. They will have necks that span 6 feet.
Oh my God.
What's he doing, sweet baby?
Right there.
Now they have necks that span 6 feet. They didn't get those long necks by reaching the tops of the trees. They actually got them through competition. Now the males will swing their head kind of like a wrecking ball into the neck of another male. The longer your neck, the harder you hit.
No.
Down, the more coverage you get.
Oh. That's not going to be. I think they know this.
Now I like to think that our giraffes have lots of love to give. That's probably because their hearts are so big. Their hearts are about 25 pounds and 2 feet wide. Pretty crazy, right?
I like your shirt.
Now, the main reason we ask you guys not to touch the grass is because they do compete with each other with those necks, and if they get scared, they will smack you with them. So, I want you guys to stay nice and safe. Now, if you guys look over to our left side, you'll see our scimitar horned oryx. Now, the scimitar horned oryx are actually completely extinct in the wild. So, you're only going to see them in conservation areas, kind of like we have here on safari. There is one farm over in Texas that actually has about 10,000 of those animals. And they're currently trying to raise money to reintroduce them back into the wild.
Oh my God.
They look like they run in slow motion. Over to your left side, you're going to see some of our eastern crown crane. To your right side, you're going to see some of our wildebeest, but you're also going to see our red and collie cattle. Those red and collie cattle have the largest horns out of any horned animal, spanning 6 feet tip to tip, and just one of those horns weighs in about 100 pounds. Now, I told you guys that I went over to Africa, right? Hi, Dave James.
I like your shirt.
I went over to Africa, and over in Africa, you can actually buy a wife for about 4 cows. Now, when I was out with my guide in one of the local cities, one of the guys, the Maasai men, actually offered my guide 100 cows for me. I'm not saying I'm a big deal, but I'm kind of a big deal. 100 cows for me. I was like, no, no, no. He's like, you make me very rich. I said, no, no, you can't sell me. I'm American. Thank you. But yep, those guys. Now, we do actually have one red and collie cattle here. His name is Lurch. And he actually has the biggest circumference around his horns. You guys are amongst celebrity here at the Guinness Book of World Records. Yeah. Over to your right, that guy behind the fence is the red Lechway. Hopefully we'll see the rest of his family. Yep, over that way. Now the males do have those huge horns on top of their heads that they'll use to compete for females. So obviously that's why we have our 2 males separated, because they don't quite get along with each other.
And the geese. And the geese. These are the geese. I like the geese. Oh my God! Is that a drop? Is that like nitro?
There he goes. It's the best start the truck's gonna get.
Oh, it's almost as bumpy as nitro.
There is no excuse.
Over to your right side, you'll see some barbuda males. I'm not sure where the females are right now. Those are very cute males. Males have those huge horns on top of their head that they'll use to compete for ladies. Those horns take about 6 years to grow in completely, and they'll spiral around about 2.5 times. Now we are entering the Serengeti grasslands. Keep in mind, a lot of these animals are threatened or endangered in the wild. Looks like we'll start off with some of our little black buck. They get their name for that black color they acquire as they mature. They'll start at a tan and then go up to that darker black. Now this is a bachelor group, meaning it is all males. Oh my gosh, and I'm so excited for you guys. You look over to your left side, you're going to see our unicorns. Do you see them right there, my unicorns?
Oh my God!
No, not unicorns?
No.
Aw, you guys got me. Those guys are the addicts. The addicts are critically endangered in the wild with about 300 of them left. Now, we like to call them our unicorns because if you see them from a side view...
Oh,
Look at
oh
them,
no.
run,
Oh, my
run,
God.
Alex, run, run, he's gonna get you. I completely forgot what...
I can't hear you.
Unicorns. Oh, if you see them from a side view, those 2 horns actually line up perfectly, giving the illusion of just one horn. He's not messing around, is he?
Is that a female? Yep.
No, that's a male.
Oh dear.
Oh, truck. Go around the truck. Okay.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
He's just not stopping, my goodness.
It's like Darla and Sparkles.
I told you guys they have a feisty attitude. Those sable antelope aren't playing around.
Is he mad?
He did
Apparently,
something
he
with
really
his
made him mad.
Oh, look at him go!
Holy moly!
Oh my God!
Now, in general, most hoofstock can run about 35
That's
miles
good
per hour.
exercise.
They're running pretty fast right now.
He's focused just on the one.
We can't go anywhere with you running around in circles, sir.
Stop it!
Get along!
Oh, he's catching up. Oh, run away! Run away! Run away! Ah.
They're gonna get tired eventually. No, they're not.
I don't think they will.
Oh, no,
Look at him, he's starting to get tired. Wait a second, you forgot which one you were following. You were following that guy.
Yeah, that was it. I see how that
Don't
went.
be a bully, be a star!
Oh my God!
He's still going. God.
He almost
He's slowing
tripped.
down.
He almost tripped.
All day.
He's
so
smiling.
mad,
Look at him, he's
But I want
smiling.
to keep chasing you guys.
The black one?
Yeah. I like the evil grin.
It's like, I enjoy this.
Yeah, that is
I
good.
enjoy bullying somebody. Oh,
Alright, we're going to see lots more species. I'm sure we'll keep seeing them running around. Here's some more of our black buck again.
he's still going.
Uh-oh. Now you're hurting these guys.
He's going to run around. Stampede!
I love it!
He stopped. He stopped.
Now these guys right here to your right side, the one that's pooping conveniently
Oh,
for us,
Going in for the geese.
that is the Oodad. Oodad are also known as Barbary sheep, and just 10 minutes after they're born, they can get up and start climbing the mountain
gave
with
up.
the rest of their family.
He's a quitter. Oh no!
He's like,
Oh my God!
he he is just so sassy today. I love it.
And the geese.
Said, homie, don't play that.
You got
The
this.
guys on either side of the truck are going to be our white-tailed gnu. Now, those wildebeest were actually completely extinct in the wild. But due to conservation efforts all around the world, there are over 19,000 of them roaming free, and their numbers are growing. Now, our numbers are growing here as well. You guys looked in with our, mixed in with our old news.
Sure,
You'll see
look at
some
that.
new news that were born last season. Sylvester, you're killing me. You guys see that face he's making? He's like, the face. You with the face. Now, one of the animals that is not endangered in this section is indeed the ostrich. Ostrich are what we call an extant species. Now, what that means, they're in abundance in the wild. They're unlikely to go extinct anytime soon. These guys are excellent breeders. If you look over to your left side, you'll see an ostrich nest.
Right in the road.
Now, they can lay about
Whoa.
20 eggs, or sit on 20 eggs at one time. I believe our last count of that eggs over there was actually 18.
Oh my god.
Those are vultures.
I like your shirt.
Now, if you guys get a good look at that ostrich right there, her brain is actually smaller than her eyeballs, which is the reason why she walked right up to the truck. She's not a quick one. Now, although they aren't very smart, they actually know when they don't have to sit on eggs. So they'll actually kick eggs out of their nest if they know that they're not going to hatch. Those are just vultures trying to eat them. It's a bird world. Alright, we are coming up to Kingsland. Who's going to be in Kingsland? Elvis? Oh, Ryan, thank you. Wrong kind of king. You guys excited? I knew you would be. Alright, we are going to go. Yes, you're safe.
I'm scared.
Maybe. Alright, we have a pride of lions here with 2 adult males. You can tell which male is most dominant by the color of the mane.
They
The
can't.
darker the
You
mane, the
should
more
drive over
dominant the cat. So if you guys think back to the Lion King who had a darker mane, Scar and Mufasa.
I never saw it.
Scar did. That's why he was mad. Now, some people like to call these guys the king of the jungle, but I like to call it the king of being lazy.
Ooh.
They will sleep for about 20 hours out of the entire day. Now, in the wild, the 4 hours that they are awake, the females go off hunting. They only have a 1 in 4 success rate, so when they do bring their prey back, each cat can eat about 70 pounds in one sitting. Males will eat first, females second, and cubs last. Now, I like to call this area Queensland because... Sylvester, you're killing me. Because it is the ladies that do just about everything. They have the cubs, they raise the cubs, they get the food, and they let those boys eat first. The only job that male has to do is protect the bride, and the ladies are usually the ones that do that. So I think
big
it
old
should be
yawn
called
over there.
Queensland. Hey, mister. I can still feed you to the lions, you know. Now, we did just drive through our corridor right there. It's open for us to go through, but we do switch our big cats back every other day, so everybody gets access to the big enclosure over there, so no worries. Now, about 50 years ago, these cats used to number in the 200,000s. But due to loss of habitat, loss of prey, and hunting, their numbers are down to just 20,000. So if things don't change over in Africa, it's highly likely they will go extinct in the wild in my lifetime. It's pretty sad. I know, it's pretty sad. One of the main reasons is because of hunting, and that has to do with a lot of the local culture in the local cities there, because hunting is big money for the locals there. But they did actually enact a law now that you can't take any lion that's under the age of 6 years old. Now the way you can determine that is, oh well, she wants
Me?
she's hungry.
Me.
Yeah. Now the way you can tell how old the lion is because of the color of its nose. So the darker the nose, the older the cat. So when these guys go out and people that want to hunt the lions, they can actually tell you, nope, that cat's not old enough because its nose is too pink. So that actually helps out because if they take cats younger than the age of 6, that means they won't be able to reproduce as much as they would have been able to if they had been left alone. So they only take them over the age of 6.
Ostrich.
But enough about those African animals. We are heading into Black Bear Ridge, where our black bears do roam free. Because of that, I just ask you guys not to reach your arms over the side of the truck. Now, I know that seems quite obvious, but I did see a lady try to dangle her baby over the side to get a closer look at a bear.
Why?
I ask that you guys please use your smarts. Now, has anybody ever seen a black bear out in the wild before?
No.
Yeah. These guys can be found on 49 of the 50 states, only lacking in Hawaii because they can't swim that far. Now, black bears are some of the most docile species of bear, which is why we can drive right through with them. And if you guys like big bears, take a look at Little Bear over there. See him back by the fence? Now, Baby Bear's name is Tiny because last season he was quite tiny, although he's about double the size now. Now, as an adult, he should weigh in about 500 pounds. Now, I say should weigh in at 500 pounds because there was a bear getting up to 880 pounds out in the wild, which is quite terrifying considering they can roam through our very own backyards. Wait, who put that brown bear in here? Nah, just kidding. Black bears can indeed be brown. That lady's name is Cinnamon for her cinnamon coloration.
How did he get up there?
How did he get up there?
They climb. They're actually excellent climbers. Fantastic climbers. There's another little baby bear to your left side as well. Now these bears are opportunistic omnivores, which means they'll eat just about anything. Well, lucky for us, they tend to be a little bit more herbivorous than carnivorous, which means they like to eat more plants.
She did it now.
I did, Joe. Just for you, Sylvester.
I like your shirt.
Say bye, Joe.
Joe!
All right, we are down to the bottom of our waterfall section.
Flamingo!
We're going to see some pretty cool birds like our Chilean flamingos. Now, Chilean flamingos are born a gray color and they grow up to be pink. Does anybody know why? They like to eat shrimp. Shrimp is what gives them their pink color. They do absorb the carotene from their food, like that shrimp and those crustaceans. That is what gives them their pink color. So without it, they'd be completely white animals. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. Are you guys ready to see some more bears?
Yes.
I'm from Chicago, so I'm always ready to see the bears. Da bears! Alright, now these European brown bears are much larger, much more aggressive than our black bear friends. So you will see them behind fencing for both their safety and yours.
Oh my God!
To give you an idea of their possible demeanor, these guys are closely related to grizzly bears.
I'm scared.
Over to your left side, you'll see Mama and her two cubs. One of her cubs is brown, he's drinking the water right there. And the other one is a little bit silver, and right in front of me, thank you. And Mama's up a little bit further, and she's a blonde color. So just like those black bears, the brown bears can come in several different colors as well. Now, those little cubs aren't quite big, although they were born the same time as the cubs coming up over on your right side as well. Now, you guys will definitely see some body differences here. With these bears compared to the black bears. The reason being is these guys are more carnivorous, so they like to eat more meat. So they have thicker, fuller shoulders and necks that allow them to tear apart flesh very easily. Now these guys do weigh in at about 800 pounds as adults, so they're very, very large animals.
Oh, he's lounging.
Now bears do like to do a lot of the same things that we like to do. They like to wrestle around. Of course, they like to snooze, and they also love to go swimming.
He snooze, he lose.
Oh, you guys look up, look at the bear, all the way up top to...
Oh! I want to
my
see.
God.
Holy! I want to be up there.
So they can climb trees.
Now, usually at 800 pounds, they're not very good at climbing trees. My defense is that he's not 800 pounds yet.
I'm sorry.
Dude, you should get down, though. I'm not sure about that branch. It's like, I'm just going to count that, no big deal.
Stuck.
He's just sitting there.
What if he falls?
Pretty cool, right?
What if he falls down?
Then we'll come and check him.
I'm nervous.
We've got a vet staff that can be here in 2 minutes.
Alright.
But usually they just fireman's pole all the way down.
Okay.
Oh,
pretty
that,
silly.
I want to see that.
Huh? I know, I want to see it too.
That'd be awesome.
Now these bears are pretty active now, but they actually hibernate for 6 months out of the entire year.
Me too.
Now my ladies, during that time she does give birth to her cubs. She's actually completely comatose, doesn't feel a single thing, doesn't know she has cubs until she wakes up. Lucky her. Now since she doesn't know she has any cubs, she also doesn't start producing that milk right away. In order to get Mama to produce that milk, she has to make a humming sound, which sounds very much like a cat purring. Now that triggers something in Mama's unconscious brain and tells her she needs to start producing that milk, so the cubs are taken care of for 2 months while Mom is still sleeping. It's my kind of maternity leave.
Oh no.
Our bears do have access to both sides of this enclosure via a tunnel that you're going to see over here on your left side.
Okay.
That's me.
It's like no big deal. I'm just gonna sleep here.
Takes me when it
I love it because I'll dig out their own little butt divots, then they'll lay in them. Now over to your left side, as we get up a little bit further, you're back inside the theme park. We had two cubs, very same ones, just a little bit older. Now initially we couldn't reintroduce them back into their clan because Mom wouldn't have known her cubs. These guys were a little bit too small and they didn't really know how to be a bear yet. So they've been watching for a couple of years. They'll be integrated into the rest of the bear clan, hopefully within the next year. Alright, gotta close my Jurassic Park gate.
Aw.
Look at them licking, aren't they cute? Yeah, you fit in here. That sounds normal.
Sounds normal. It's not normal.
Alright, now when the safari park was first made, they wanted to set aside a piece of land for the native species. This is our New Jersey wetlands section. It's good home for a lot of native species like white-tailed deer, foxes, and possums. It's also home to a breeding pair of bald eagles. You know, bald eagles used to be endangered in the wild because of a pesticide called DDT. Now, DDT got into the food chain, and it didn't hurt the eagles, but it actually hurt their eggs. It made their eggs very, very thin, so when Mom went to go sit on them, they all smashed. Now, it didn't only affect the eagles, it also affected hawks, falcons, owls, and other birds of prey. Now, once scientists and biologists figured out that DDT was the problem, they didn't actually ban it in the U.S. So since then, their numbers have grown. They're no longer on the endangered species list, although they are still protected. I believe the fine is $10,000 for quoting. Steep price for a national bird. Alright, now, Miss Macy, how are you feeling? I'm making Miss Macy get on microphone. This is her first day, only her second time on mic, so she can give her a clap.
Yeah!
There you
You got this. Now I'm gonna make her laugh.
It's on. Good. Should be good. Alright, so we're entering the home of the very jumpy animals, home of the kangaroos. Now, our kangaroos, you can tell, distinguish between the males and the females. The males are a little bit more red in color, and our females, they will have a pouch, but they're a little bit more gray in color. Now, does anybody know what the name of a baby kangaroo is? Joey, yes.
Wow.
See Joey. Now you'll see them, they'll be coming up over here on your right. Now when baby kangaroos are first born, they're only about the size of a lima bean. Yeah, they're while they're in the mom's pouch developing, they're only about the size of a lima bean.
There we go.
They're just lounging over here on your right. Now the males, they will box each other for to get fur to female.
Whoa, they're huddling over here.
Oh.
It's a meeting. Oh.
Feeding time.
Just trying to move back
Snack
in.
time over here on your right. Now also on your right coming up we have the emus. Now that bluish color on the side of their head, their eggs are actually going to be that color. They're very pretty. They're actually the
Like they're plotting against us.
the inspiration for in Jurassic Park, the Velociraptor. Sorry, I've never seen Jurassic Park, so the Velociraptor though, I know it's weird. They were the inspiration for them, as you can, has similar characteristics. You can see more of the kangaroos hanging out over there on the right. Also coming up, you have your. Ooh, look, there's Zoe and a Joey in a pouch. In her pouch over there. It's a little hard to see. Also over here you have your mute swan. Beautiful. The mom, she's laying on a nest over here. And also your black swans. Looks like it's that time for them too.
I saw two. A little geese. A gosling.
All these plastic.
We have some more emu coming up over here on your left.
Oh, wait a minute. What are these two up to?
Ho ho!
Battle Royal?
Oh, it's a smackdown.
Not more.
What are your emu related to? What do they look like? Yes, your ostrich. The rat-eye family.
Oh, it's a takeoff. It's a landing. We didn't get far.
Very large birds just cannot fly. Alright, now we've seen our bears and we've seen our lions. Yes, our tigers. Home of the tiger.
I'm seeing everything else.
Closing our gates. Coming up on your right, Anastasia, I believe is her name, right? Correct?
Oh my God!
Our Bengal tiger, white and black. Bengal tigers also come in 3 different colors. They are butterscotch, white and black, and all white, and orange and black. She is our oldest that we have. She's in her 20s.
Is there another one in there?
Where you going?
Coming up on your right, we're gonna have Shawnee, our orange and white one over here on your right, hanging out. Our white and black one, she's bathing over in the water. They're great swimmers. They love the water.
I like the kitten.
They have web in between their claws, so they're actually great swimmers. And our other one is on the far side. We'll see here in a little bit. Coming up now on your left is going to be our Siberian tiger that we have. He is not full grown yet.
Wait, he's not full grown?
He will get up to 700 pounds. They're the largest feline in the entire world, so be a big boy.
He's a big boy, dude. Where's waving up?
Is he hurt?
It's big, like, yeah, something.
Guys, so no over here, he's actually sound trained, so if you guys don't come over here to comment. Look at that, pose is so pretty.
Stripes, Spot, and Chubs are over here on your left. They're cold weather cats, so that's why they're gonna have such big bellies. They're from Russia.
He's
Chubs
Russian.
is- Oh, look,
Look at him.
defending their territories.
Oh, look at pacing.
They only need about a sixth of the light in the dark to see than we do. So they'll see in the dark. They'll see us a lot further away than we'll see them.
Oh, this is the lip building.
All right, guys, give this Macy a big round of applause, please.
Yeah, Macy!
All right, this does conclude our tour, and we did have a question as to where our monkeys were. If you've ever driven your car through the safari before, you do know we have baboons. You also know they like to jump on things, tear things apart, and throw poop.
We figured it wasn't the best experience, including this open-air kind of safari. They are trying to figure out a safe way to incorporate them either into the safari or into the theme park itself. So we'll be looking for them in the next couple of years. If you guys ride Bizarro, at the peak of Bizarro, you can actually look down and see our baboons. Yep.
I saw them today.
Did you?
Yeah.
Were they cute?
Yeah.
They're kind of scraggly looking. Does anybody else have any questions for me? No, well, I've got a question for you. Did you guys have a good time?
Yeah!
I knew it. Alright, we will be pulling up to the unloading dock in just a little bit.
I'm scared.
So do stay seated. Now, if you guys have any time later, make sure you guys check out our otter and sea lion shows that we have. Come back in a couple of weeks and you'll see our Paw in Disorder, which is a spin-off of Law and Order with cute little critters. Now, is anybody eating after this? No? I suggest you go to Best in the West if you do.
Garden
They've
State
got
Grill.
awesome burgers and chicken fingers and pulled pork sandwiches for my adults. I have adult beverages served in a boot.
King the Cod cream juice.
Adult beverages in a boot. Alright guys, stay seated for just a little bit longer. Once again, my name was Erica B. This was Maisie, your driver was Donnie.